Hi guys, welcome back. Okay, I'm like on day three. I think I'm on day three of this. I've gotten my undercoat done. I'm happy with the tone of the undercoat. When I went to go put the black onto the hair, because I want the hair to be like, have that blondish, reddish undertone with a black overtone, I ran into black pencil failure. It was not happening. So I've changed over to my Caran d'Ache pencils, and I'm getting much better result as far as getting the coverage I want. So right now I'm just making my swirls over the different color undercoats, and that undercoat will shine through. But just have patience with this. Kinky black hair is probably among the most detailed and textured hair that you can possibly do. I like the way it's coming out over there. So I'll let you see a close up. And I still have a lot of work in here. Okay, I'm taking a break from the hair. Okay, so I'm going to use the hot pink and I'm going to start working on some of the flowers. Okay, I'm going to put a yellow blend going on there, and then I'm going to get some, let's see, raspberry, or let's see what this is. Crimson red is good. As I said, they're not the most well-drawn flowers I've seen, but I've also seen worse. I have such a lot of detail in this picture that I decided to do a very simple background, and I was feeling green, so that's what we're going to go with. And I'm going to use Prussian green, chartreuse, and canary yellow. And I'm going to just do a simple blend where the colors fall, they fall. Um, wherever the wherever the colors fall, they fall, and we'll see how it turns out. If you have made it this far in this book or with any ethnic picture, I highly recommend that you practice it before. Now I want to show you something. Skin tone makes a difference. My mapping out of my colors and practicing reaching the right skin tones is very important. And then once you get it down, the way the pencils are layered counts. If you put one pencil on top of another, you're going to get one skin tone. If you reverse it, you will have another skin tone. So it's very important for you to write down the order that you are using these pencils. Now, after checking out a whole bunch of dark skin tones, some being too orange, some being less, adding in a color, that I've decided to go with a little darker shade than this, and I can create that as I go along, but this is going to be my shade. This has a little bit of sepia and a little bit more eggshell in it. So it's going to be a combination or close to this. And I've written down my numbers. Now for this skin tone, I've pulled my pencils. Remember, order does count. In the picture that I was using as a reference, she has mixed undertones, which is very common for ethnic skin. She may have some red over here and some yellow over here. So it's very important that you recognize what the undertones are. I'm going to go with a golden, so I'm going to go with a yellower undertone, and my undertone colors are going to be cream, predominantly seashell pink. This is the seashell pink. It's going to be, my bottom layer is going to be predominantly this. I will get a nice golden with this on the bottom. My overtones are going to be sienna brown and burnt ochre. And since it's a mixed tone on her face, they both have a little bit of red, so it should work out nice. Then I'm going to add as my shadow sepia. Now, I want to talk to you about the color sepia and where you have to be very careful with it. Sepia does have a gray in it. Since I am using a yellow undertone, since I'm using a yellow undertone, remember what happens with gray and yellow. They do not mix. Okay? It's like physically impossible to get them to blend. It doesn't create an additional color. So what you're going to have to do is be very, very light on the sepia. Now, I could probably find another color that I like, but I've tried. Now, I did this on purpose. What happens if you mix too much sepia in with the cream and the egg? You get this. This is just about the ugliest color like you can possibly make. But if I use this color very lightly, in only my shadow areas, this is not something I'm going to be going out on the face. You have to be very careful with it going over here, because what's going to happen is you're going to get projections that are going to make her look like she has a 5 o'clock shadow. So very lightly going over it. Now this is, just computer paper, very bad tooth, but you could see that if you do a light dusting on it, you can achieve a shadowed look. But if I go in, watch what happens, and I really apply it, you see it doesn't blend well. And then if I even go with a white, we're looking at vinegar and milk. If I go to blend it with a white, it's not an attractive shadow color. So That's what I'm saying. I may risk it at the end because it's shadow. I can take a look at what else I have. I always have indigo blue to fall back on. Indigo blue works very well as a shadow color. I may do that if the face comes out really good. I may go for the blue. Um, we'll see. I'm going to do another practice run on her. Once I get her skin tone on there, I'm going to make a copy, and then I'm going to uh, practice in, doing some shadowing before I actually do the shadowing on her. And then for her eyes, I'm going to use a sienna brown and a green. So she's going to have sort of like a green hazel color eye. I think I sort of did it in this was my mother's color. So that's why I really liked it. This is the exact color of my mother's eyes. This video is getting a little bit long. I had hoped to do it in 2, but I'm going to need a third. So I will see you in part 3. Take care.